Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by today's video, well, not even a thumbnail, but video title, today I will be trying something different, and it's going to be more of a watch me work type of video, but also a story time. So yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to try to do a story time, see if that gets anybody's gears going, if anyone likes this type of style. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. And as you did see by the title, today I'm gonna be telling the story of how my best friend basically stole my crush, but I'm gonna say my boyfriend because I gotta get a little clickbait. It gotta sound a little more interesting. So basically, to start the story off, right? I need a name for my friend. Um, I'm gonna say her name is Trobella. Okay, we're gonna use this made-up characters. Okay, my friend's name is Trobella. That's the one that stole my man. And the man is going to be named Jack. I don't know. I don't know a Jack, so we're gonna say Jack. Um, so basically, I had a crush on Jack, and I was about 17, I think I could say, and he was probably 16. He was a year younger than me. Okay, cougar. But I had a crush on Jack, and Trobella knew this, and all of our friends knew this. And me and Jack, we weren't really close, but we weren't like not friends. Like we weren't friends at all. Actually, let me stop lying. But we weren't really friends. But we did have each other on Snapchat and like Instagram and stuff. Because I had to make that my mission to find this man and make him notice me somehow, right? Even though we went to the same school. But I added him on Snapchat, I added him on Instagram and everything, and I posted something on Instagram, not Instagram, sorry. I posted something on Snapchat that got his attention, and he ended up Snapchatting me. And for me, I was like, that was the best day of my life at that point. Okay, I was like, my crush, I was like, this is my end. This is the way I'm going to get him. He's going to be mine. No one can take him. Okay. So he Snapchats me, and we're basically just having a little conversation. I'm trying to I don't know. I call myself flirting a little bit. I probably wasn't really doing much, but I was trying to be like a little flirtatious. I was trying to, show that I was interested a little bit, but also I don't know, like pick at him a little bit. I was like, oh, you're picking at me. I was like, I'm gonna pick back at you, okay? Like this, like we're gonna do this, like picking back at each other. So it's like, oh, maybe like I could be like, oh, let's play fight at school or something. I don't know, but we're Snapchatting, and I was so happy, so hyped, right? So I remember like this was like a few months before the situation happens, and I tell Trobella, I told all of our other friends, like, yeah, we're Snapchatting here and there, like we talk sometimes, but we never really talked in person, and that was the issue. I was like, why haven't we talked in person? Like, we've seen each other in person, we literally hang out with the same friend group sometimes in person, but I was like, we never actually talked in person. I was getting so frustrated, right? So for the whole situation that has happened, we're hanging out with our friend group a few times here and there. Never really talked to each other in person, like I said. And Jake was, did I say Jake or Jack? Ooh, I'm gonna say Jake. It was one of those two J names, I don't know. But Jake hung out with like one of my best friends that was a guy. He was like basically like my brother, right? Well, he sort of is like I consider him like a brother. So they were friends, and I'm gonna say brother. So my brother knew that I liked Jake, and I told him, I was like, don't say anything. I was like, I'm too shy for that. Don't say anything. I was like, I want him to talk to me. If he likes me, I want him to talk to me, okay? I was like, I don't want nobody to say nothing to him. Don't say anything to this boy. So, of course, friends don't listen. So my brother didn't say anything, but Trobella made it her mission to say something because she was also friends with Jake. And it was funny because a lot of my friends only became friends with Jake because they knew I liked him. So it was like, I guess their way of trying to help me out, like, oh, let's befriend the guy that our friend likes. But it didn't end up working out like that. So Trobella tells him, like, oh, obviously, like she likes you, and I'm the she, obviously. But she tells him, like, oh, she likes you. What do you think, and all that, like little kid stuff. And I never found out the answer to if he liked me or not. Okay, so I was just on edge, like thinking, like, how do I not, like, I don't know if he likes me or not. I'm not gonna reach out to him because I'm too shy. I'm too nervous. I'm not doing that. Okay, can't pay me enough to do it. So I was like, I'm not doing that. And she asked him that, and then apparently they started hanging out a lot more than I knew about. So after she asked him that, they started being besties. And I was like, that's a little strange. But in my mind, at that time, I was just thinking, like, yeah, okay, like, she's my friend. She knows I like him. She told him I liked him. So obviously, she's just hanging out with him and being friends with him so that I can get the in and be friends with him, right? That's what I was thinking at the time. But as time goes on and as the story goes on, I'm like, yeah, that actually was not what you were doing, was it, babe? So they hang out a lot more, and eventually my birthday is about to come around, and my locker, my locker at school, I barely kept books in there. I had maybe one book, one pencil, and all my friends knew my code because I always was the friend that had snacks in the locker all times, throughout any time of the day, every day of school week. I always have food in my locker. So for some reason, people like to watch behind my back and see my code to my locker. So they would go in my locker and get snacks. I'm like, you know what? All I got in there is snacks anyway. I don't care. So you can know it. So all my friends knew my code to my locker. And one day, one of my friends, well, Trobella, was like, hey, like, are you going to be at school on your birthday? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, why wouldn't I? Like, what do you mean? And she basically was just like, oh, just asking. But I was like, it's really odd that you're asking me that because you don't usually ask me stuff like that. So I was like, what is going on? And immediately after, I seen her go up to Jake and they just start talking. So I'm just like, oh, okay, like they're friends, like whatever. And I asked another friend, we're going to name her Claire. I don't know. So I asked Claire, and I'm like, do you know why Trobella is asking me if I'm going to be at school on my birthday? And she's like, oh yeah, like it's supposed to be a surprise, but she's going to but she told Jake on your birthday while she has a free period and you are in class, or while I'm at lunch or something, like while I'm not around and they were around, that she told Jake that she was going to open my locker and let him hide in it, and then when I came to open it, he was going to surprise me for my birthday. And I got so freaked out. I was like, first of all, why are you in my locker? Why are you trying to use someone to pin to my locker? Why are you trying to be in my locker at all? That's weird. And I was like, if he's going to do that, if he's going to be willing to know that I like him and go in my locker to surprise me, I was just like, why can't he just say, happy birthday, want to be my girlfriend? Like, come on. Like, be for real. So I didn't like that idea. I told Trobella, I was just like, hey, Claire told me that you're trying to get him to go in my locker for my birthday. Is that true? She's like, dang, yeah, but I'm gonna still do it anyway. And to me, I'm like, bro, why can't you just listen? Like, I don't want this man in my locker. I just want him to love me, okay? And I obviously couldn't get him to love me, but I was just like, I don't want him in my locker. Like, that's so weird. And I'm like, we're young, but I'm like, we're still like 17. I was like, that's weird. Like, what? And so my birthday comes along, and I'm like thinking the whole day, like, oh my god, she's going to get this man to be in my locker. This is going to be so weird. I don't understand. And my whole birthday passes. I'm so scared to go to my locker all day long. And every time I went into my locker, I'm like ducking and dodging, making sure that nobody's going to pop out and hit me or something, or he's going to pop out and hug me or kiss me. Ooh, I don't know. But no one ever came in my locker. Boo-hoo. But I was like low-key hoping for it because I was like, oh my god, if he does that, he loves me. But then I was like, oh, please don't do that because that's so weird. And we never even spoke a word to each other face to face. But yeah, he didn't do it. I don't know if Trobella told Jake, like, hey, we're not going to do that anymore, or if it was just a joke and they weren't really going to do it to begin with, but I don't know. So they never did it on my birthday, and me and him still Snapchatted randomly here and there, like we were besties, didn't even really know each other. And I didn't bring it up because I was like, I'm not going to do that, but he never said anything either. And a few weeks go by, and I'm talking to Trobella, and she says, She told me I was hanging out with Jake and we kissed. Right? Moment of silence. So all I could do was laugh. And it was just one of those moments I'm like, wait, what? Like I paused, I'm like, hold on. Wait, what are you talking about? Who? What Jake we talking about? This Jake or that Jake? You know the Jake I like or the other, or you know another Jake? And she's like, yeah, the Jake you like, we kissed. And I'm like, so what? Like I'm so confused. So 1 minute you trying to get this boy to go in my locker and scare me, like surprise me, whatever you trying to get him to do, and then the next minute you telling me that y'all kissing. I was like, so that's really weird, right? I think anybody would think that's weird. I was just like, how are you trying to set your friend up and then at the same time you're kissing the boy you're trying to set her up with? So I'm like, this is very strange. It's a very strange situation. I don't like it. I don't want to share, right? So she tells me she kissed him, and I'm just like, okay, that's weird. I'm like, why'd you try to get him to go in my locker then, babe? And she's just like, oh, well, because we didn't do it, like, and you didn't seem like you were ever going to talk to him. It just seemed like it was okay. And I'm like, so you liked him? And she's like, no, not really. I never looked at him like that. But when we were hanging out and, like, smoking and stuff, we just kissed. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, that's actually crazy. And afterwards, she was like, oh, yeah, now we're going to see, like, if we want to, like, go out together or something, or, like, be boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm like, that is so strange, but okay. So, basically, after that happened, I never told Trobella if I liked another man or not. I was like, yeah, actually, at this point, I was like, I'm not doing that ever again, because I was like, that's really weird of you. And it's like, we're still cool, like, even to this day, because I'm just like, I'm not like that. Like, you did something stupid. I was like, at that point, I was like, I seen what you would do in situations like that, or like if something came across like that, and I'm good on telling you anything anymore. But we can still be cool. I was like, we have no grudges towards each other or nothing. I was like, if you text me, I text you. We still chit chat. We still talk sometimes. I'm just like, I would never ever tell you if I like a boy ever again, because now I know apparently we must got the same type. I don't know, but that happened. And after they kissed and I guess trying to figure it out if they liked each other or not, I think they dated for maybe like a week. I don't even know, but they did whatever they were doing, and I never even spoke to Jake again, because I was just like, I'm not even going to waste my little baby flirting on you at this point, because you're not worth it. Okay, one day Shawn Mendes will come around. But yeah, so it's really nothing else to it. That was so crazy. Like, what would you do if, like, how would you feel? Let me know in the comments. How would you feel, or what would you do if you knew that your friend, your bestie, or whatever, all of a sudden try to get you hooked up with somebody, and then they just said, actually, I'm going to take him for myself. Actually, he's mine now. Actually, we like each other. Because you didn't make your move, so I made it for you. But I didn't make it for you because I made it on behalf of myself. Like, how would you feel? Because obviously, in my mind back then, and my mind now, actually, I'm just like, all I could do is laugh. But at the same time, I'm like, all I could think about is, why would you try to get this boy to go in my locker? Why would you tell him, hey, my friend likes you. Do you like her? But then a week later or whatever, you go into parks kissing. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, is it because he was light skinned? Is it because all light skinned boys is players? I was like, what is this? I was like, I don't understand. I was like, just for it to not even work out between you two? Are you serious? Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I want to know what you guys would have done. If you like this story, please let me know. I'm going to title it what I'm going to title it, obviously, if you click on it. But if you guys think of any like better titles that I could title this video, just let me know in the comments, and I'll probably rechange it if I like one more than what I picked. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, please give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. And if you like me trying to do like story times over like my nail videos, then I will do more of them. I don't really have that many stories, so don't get your hopes up, but I have a few I could probably tell. So if you guys like it, like I said, make sure you comment down below and let me know, and subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!